What if I told you that one of the greatest scientists in history spent decades defending an idea that most experts now believe was wildly exaggerated? Not a conspiracy theorist, not an influencer, a two-time Nobel Prize winner, a man whose discoveries transformed chemistry. His name was Linus Pauling. And he convinced millions of people that vitamin C could do far more than anyone had imagined. Today we are talking about one of the strangest stories in science, and why some of the smartest people who ever lived sometimes fall in love with bad ideas. Before vitamin C, Linus Pauling was already a legend. His work helped explain chemical bonds and changed modern chemistry forever. In 1954, he won the Nobel Prize in chemistry. In 1962, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Very few people in history have won two Nobel Prizes. By the 1960s, Pauling wasn't just respected. He was one of the most famous scientists on Earth. And that's exactly why what happened next mattered so much. In the late 1960s, Pauling became fascinated with a simple question. What if vitamin C did much more than prevent scurvy? Soon that question became an obsession. He began taking large doses himself. Then he started recommending them to others. In 1970, he published a book called Vitamin C and the Common Cold. The book became a bestseller. People rushed to buy supplements. Vitamin C wasn't just a vitamin anymore. For many people, it became a miracle cure. And honestly, who wouldn't want to believe that? A cheap pill that protects you from illness? That's a very attractive idea. The problem is that attractive ideas aren't always true. Scientists began testing Pauling's claims. Study after study appeared. Some found small benefits. Others found almost none. Researchers generally agreed that vitamin C might slightly reduce the duration of a cold in some people, but the dramatic claims Pauling was making were much harder to support. As the years passed, more evidence accumulated. Yet, Pauling remained convinced he was right. The debate continued for decades. This is the part that fascinates me. Linus Pauling wasn't a fraud. He genuinely believed what he was saying. And that's important because history is full of brilliant people who became attached to questionable ideas. Isaac Newton spent years searching for alchemical secrets and trying to turn metals into gold. Nikola Tesla promoted increasingly extravagant ideas late in life, including a famous death ray. Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, became convinced that photographs of fairies were genuine. Even Steve Jobs believed alternative treatments could help him avoid conventional medical care for his cancer, a decision many believe contributed to a tragic outcome. These weren't stupid people. Some were among the smartest people who ever lived, which suggests something uncomfortable. Intelligence doesn't protect you from bad ideas. Sometimes it helps you defend them. Today, vitamin C remains one of the most popular supplements in the world. Millions of people, including myself, still take it at the first sign of a cold. Many have never heard of Linus Pauling, yet they're following advice he helped popularize more than 50 years ago. Scientifically, many of his strongest claims failed to gain broad acceptance. Culturally, however, his influence never disappeared. So, was Linus Pauling a genius? Absolutely. Was he wrong about vitamin C? According to much of the available evidence, he appears to have greatly overstated its benefits. And that's what makes this story so fascinating. A man can be brilliant and still be mistaken. A Nobel Prize winner can be wrong. A world-famous expert can become attached to an idea that doesn't survive careful testing. Science isn't about trusting famous people, it's about testing claims again and again. No matter who makes them, And maybe that's the real lesson of Linus Pauling. Not that geniuses are always right, but that nobody is, not even geniuses.